Chronic housing shortages, building companies collapsing and a massive lack of construction workers. But what if the solution has been right in front of us all along?
I'd done a lot of renos around the house with my parents and I absolutely loved it.
By year 9, Felicity Pettiford knew she wanted to be a carpenter. But despite a severe shortage of tradies across the nation, she couldn't get a foot in the door.
I got over 100 knockbacks. A lot of males saying that it's a male's job, a boy's job.
In Australia, women make up just 2.5% of apprentice carpenters and bricklayers, and only 1.6% of all apprentice plumbers are women.
One of the key reasons that women are struggling to get apprenticeships is employers refusing to employ them. Women having to alter their names from Kennedy to Ken or Roberta to Robert to try and get callbacks on their resumes.
47% of women have left or are thinking about leaving the industry due to a lack of respect and harassment.
There was a lot of, you're too skinny or you're not strong enough. I had a couple of people say to me that you'll distract my crew. I faced a lot of comments like your bum looks great in this today, or sometimes sexual assault, like touching.
To meet the government's plan to build 1.2 million homes in the next 5 years, it's predicted Australia needs 90,000 extra construction workers in the next 90 days.
We can't solve that by imported labour, because where is the imported labour going to live? We need to source the tradespeople within the Australian borders.
So it turns out women could solve the housing crisis too. And as for claims women aren't strong enough, no longer a thing.
The tools and the skills and the materials have progressed so far that you no longer need to be a big 6'2" bodybuilder, strong man.
So how do we get more women on the tools?
We definitely need to address the culture of bullying and harassment, and that's an industry problem that damages male mental well-being and repels the females from the industry as well.
But Felicity is hopeful the tradie tide can turn.
There is such a big shift coming. Get your hands dirty, get involved. You're going to absolutely love it.
Probably starts at school. We've got to encourage more girls to want to get into trades. I mean, I would not have a problem at all at a female tradie, and they'd be much better at things like, painting or tiling or all those things. Maybe a lot of women don't want to do it though, Sarah.
Well,
I know how to actually get under the sink and change the trap under there. It's really quite satisfying to do, and I think it is changing. I think this sort of thing does take a bit of time. When I was at school, you certainly weren't pushed into woodworking or steel making or anything like that. It was always home economics, but it takes a good generation for that. But hopefully,
Can I just share something that I think goes against that in quite an alarming way, which really surprised me. So, 2006, 17% of the entire construction industry was women. Right? Which is actually higher than I'd expected.
17%?
Yeah, but 2006. 2016, 12%. 2020, 11%.
Huh.
So I don't have a figure beyond 2020.
COVID.
But what, in 2016?
Well, it's dropped off toward the COVID years for some reason.
Towards it, yeah. But, unless it's gone up since, and I very much doubt that, the trend's going down. So there's something, I don't know. Obviously, part of this story is about, masculine culture within workforces and women feeling unwelcome. But I imagine that would have been true in 2006 and 2016 as well. So I don't know exactly what's going on. It may well be that actually there's a drop-off in the desire, and maybe what's happened in stories have gone around. And
blame social media.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one to blame.
A lot of problems, Steve, I agree.
Anyway, there's something there to explore, I reckon.